Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It is good to have you. It's been a long year. Been to a lot of races. That has finally slowed down. I had a trip scheduled to the IMSA race at Indianapolis in September, but canceled that. So my last race of this year will be the Petit Le Mans, held in Braselton, Georgia in October. So I will see you with paddock tours and other things from that event. So now getting back to model cars, here we are. And we're going to take a look at this Spark 143 scale resin model, this Porsche 962C, of which competed in the 24 Hours of Daytona in 1988 and finished second. This model comes with this, mounted on this wooden base, comes with this clear acrylic jewel cover, and this rather cool US themed box. No surprise, as it competed in the 24 Hours of Daytona, the United States event, sanctioned by IMSA. In regards to the car itself, this is a very, very cool looking model with exceptional detail, as you would expect from Spark. In regards to the car itself, the 962C was developed by none other than Norbert Singer and introduced in 1984 to run the World Sports Car Champion Group C category. Over its decade-long career in its Group C form, it won the 24 Hours of Le Mans twice with the derivative, the Dower 962 Le Mans, winning a further title in 1994. The 962 variants with dual turbochargers to run under World Sports Car regulations and also eligible under IMSA Group 3 engine rules were banned by IMSA in 1987. Consequently, in 1988, to counteract against the factory Nissans and the threat of Porsche to withdraw from the IMSA championships, IMSA allowed the water-cooled twin-turbo Porsche engines back, but with 36mm restrictors. This is important in regards to this particular model, and the reason I bring it up, because without this compromise between IMSA and IMSA, this car would not have competed in the 24 Hours of Daytona in 1988. That being said, and this is also interesting, due to the sheer number of 962s that Porsche produced, some 91 of them, some teams took it upon themselves to adapt the cars to better suit their needs. Some modifications included new bodywork for better aerodynamic efficiency, and one of those such cars is another model that I have that you will be looking at next. Other teams went beyond minor modifications and re-engineered the entire car, designing new chassis and then buying components from Porsche to complete the car. The Kremer 962 was the most popular privately built 962, and they built 11 of them. Then in 1990, some open cockpit versions were developed. I do not have any model cars like that. And some 962s were developed into road-going versions as well. Looking at this car, this being a Spark, detail are exceptional. And just one look at these basket wheels really demonstrates this. I mean, phenomenal detail. Thinner rims in the front, deeper ones in the back. And if you take a look at the front of the car, and we just look at that, I mean, the bodywork is clean, it's sharp, the headlights, although rather plain, typical of that period, are still well detailed. And then just take a look at things like that front windshield wiper. Very, very cool. You can see the driver's seat, steering wheel, and other components in the back of the cockpit. And guys, look at the radiator vents right there that you see. Instead of just dark holes, as many other manufacturers would have, you've actually got silver radiator vents. Very, very cool. You see one there and another on the other side there. The finish in white is rather plain with the blue and red stripes, typical of BFGoodrich, which you see adorned all over the car, as well as Valvoline decals. Taking a look at the driver's side of this, you see the drivers' names Bob Willock, Mario Baldi, and Brian Redman on there. One of the things I like about Spark is that they do that so that you know who actually drove this vehicle and competed in these races. Now, if you take a look at this car from the top and the rear, again, you see two more radiator vents, this facing the rear of the car, one on the right and the left. And what's interesting is you have exhaust ports here on the top of the car. Not at all uncommon, but you can see that the heat shield here with this majorly large exhaust vent. And then there are two smaller ones adjacent to it, and they're kind of hard to see with the blue stripe there. But these, let me get my little thingy here. These are the two smaller vents as well on that. Rather unique, I thought. And rear detail is exceptional with this car as well. I mean, just look at the bodywork, the suspension for the rear wing, the support struts, the tow hook, everything else. This is car 342 of 500, and you know, if you know me and you know my car reviews, I really like limited edition cars because you feel like you've actually bought a car that's not produced by the thousands, but only in hundreds, which to me makes it a true collector's item, which I consider important as I'm a collector. So there you have it. Well, folks, that wraps up the view. Hope you have enjoyed it. In the next episode of this, when I do another 143 scale Spark model, it is going to be another Porsche 962C, only this one further modified, as I talked about earlier in this episode. So anyhow, that wraps it up. See you next time. Thanks for watching. Please give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed already, please do. See ya.